Um, Hello guys, hi, welcome to stream. Njan, fuck, Njan streamer. Anyways, Newcastle. Light machine guns, okay. Hello, hi, welcome to stream. എനിക്ക് വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ടൈറ്റിൽ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് സോറി ഇഫ് ഐ ഫീൽ ബിയേർഡ് ബിക്കോസ് എനിക്ക് തീരെ വയ്യ അഗൈൻ. എനിവേസ് ഇന്നത്തെ ടൈറ്റിൽ വേറെ ഒന്നുമല്ല. ഞാൻ ആലോചിച്ചത് ഗെൻഷൻ എൻ്റെ ഡെയിലീസിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമാക്കിയാൽ ഐ ക്യാൻ ക്ലിയർ എ ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് സ്റ്റഫ്. ഓക്കെ, so I was like, okay, ഞാൻ ഗെൻഷൻ കളിക്കാം. But then when I tried to stream it, something was happening. Stream work ആവുന്നില്ല. The game was not being captured. So I'm currently looking into it. So until then, Genshin gameplayയും എൻ്റെ സ്ട്രീമിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്ത് തൽക്കാലമായിട്ട് വരത്തില്ല. Most probably focusing on the games that I used to play, Apex, R6 maybe, and Smite. Majorly Apex. Okay, I guess we have something to talk about. I don't know. I validated the files. I did everything. I don't know why the fuck this isn't working. Oh. But hey, whatever.
All right.
At least we have downtime. So, let's see.
Nancy Drew and the Haunting of Castle Malloy. Now, there are a total of 33 games in this series, so we wanted to start in the most logical place at the 19th installment.
Number 19, synopsis time.
Touted as the most romantic event to ever grace the ruined halls of Ireland's Castle Malloy, the Simmons-Mallory wedding was supposed to be a fairy tale beginning, but now the groom is missing.
Where'd he go?
Did a banshee crash the wedding, or is this a case of cold feet? Can you, as Nancy Drew, unravel the knot of scattered clues and scary superstitions? You'll to catch more than a bridal bouquet to make this a happily ever after. Dare to play, why not? This is what I like to see. A little bit of the,
horizontal split Venetian what?
That's it. Wow, you can tell he's one of the editors. So we play as Nancy Drew.
Shocker.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
She opens her diary, and in her diary is her current assignment. Who is this middle-aged woman? Kyla Mallory. Now, she asked Nancy to arrive several days early to help her with reparations. Apparently, the castle, which is the venue for the wedding, is in need of some repairs. And Nancy has also been invited to be the maid of honor at that wedding. Ooh! And at the bottom of her diary it says, whenever the question is, who wants to go on an adventure, my answer is always is me, Nancy Drew, yay!
How could I say no?
So, Nancy heads off to Ireland. Diddly, 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 diddly. Wait, hold on. What does this mean?
It's your difficulty.
We're going senior detective, right?
Most definitely.
Alright, so she flies.
To Dublin.
Now, she's driving to the castle. She can drive?
Yeah, with no hands too. What do you mean?
And she's having a chat with her boyfriend. What the? She's not supposed to have a boyfriend? Anyway, his name's Ned.
Yes, Ned, I'm talking on my cell phone while I'm driving, but it's okay. There's absolutely no traffic.
I think we're going to be a big friend.
What the was that? Okay, this wasn't us with the dumb edits. This actually happens in the game. Was it a ghost? Was it an alien? Let's see. We'll use the slow-mo. Sure looks like a ghost to me.
Hi, Ben, are you
So,
watching?
Nancy abruptly pulls
But
into a
only
ditch.
if I win.
She gets out, and there is eerie wailing.
This is your champion.
So she wanders around, and she's really close to the gates of the castle anyway, so she wanders over to the gates. What is this on the ground? She finds a small doll in front of the gate. Very spooky, very mysterious. What's going on here? That's what I want to know. Then this fucking sheep thing happens. So, Nancy walks up to the front door. Oh shit, that's
The
kind of
games
spooky.
begin.
Look at that
I
hand.
can't wait.
Oh,
The wedding's been cancelled. Go away.
Please, old man, let me speak with Kyler.
Going back to where you come from.
no, wait, please. My car's in the ditch by the gate.
I will not let you speak with Kyla. Instead, you can go down to the inn down the road.
Walk down the road to the end. Give
watch
me your
out.
keys and I will see to your car in the morning.
But she can't even do that because
I left the keys in the car. Can I at least talk to Kyler? No, wait, I came all the way from the States.
who does the voice of
Voiced by Lainey Manella. The Sea Emperor. Something like that.
He's done a lot of stuff.
My personal favorite is a Lucky Philosopher, where she was the zombies.
Is he really?
Yeah.
We just can't get these zombie noises right. Get Lanny in here. Okay, so she's collecting. This is the same lady who does the voice for the night.
I will speak to you, for you are the one.
So, Nancy is thoroughly rejected. She walks around a silent house and begins trying to destroy all the windows in retribution.
What the fuck was that?
Hello! Tyler sees her doing this and signals to her to knock on the door again.
Death for you now? I told you you cannot be staying here.
That's Nancy too. I made
Think. Donald has let us into the building, but there's another problem.
The problem is that Kyla's lovely fiance Matt has gone missing.
Matt's disappeared? How can somebody you came all the way out here with to marry just disappear?
But Kyla, she thinks it's all just a prank. He's been known for doing this sort of stuff.
A prank?
A prank.
Disappearing a few days before your wedding as though you've got cold feet or you're dead. That is a pretty funny prank. That's a good one, Jeff.
Anyway, she also tells us that this old man is called Njan, and he hates the Brits.
Oh.
Kyla's fiance is British.
Wait, why does he hate the British? He is British. He's Irish.
They're different.
Oh. I wouldn't know. I'm from America, you see.
Kyla says she can still hear Matt, as if he's teasing her.
What does she mean by hear him? So he's locked in a room somewhere.
She tells Nancy that she should find Matt, as it will teach him the lesson he sorely needs. Nancy starts by investigating the house. That's where Matt was staying until he disappeared.
So Donald really likes Kyla, and that is only because he considers her to be Irish, because she is directly related to the man who used to own this castle. Just put my Zuck face on her face, right? The thing about my British fiance is Donald detests him. And then Nancy says, aha, check out this doll. Where did he touch her? Point to her on the doll.
Hey, that doll looks like my fiance, Matt.
The doll looks like your fiance, Matt.
Yep.
Right. Kyla says that when she realized that Matt was missing, Donald thought he had been kidnapped by fairies. But Kyla says, I don't believe in all that stuff. I deduce that there are no fairies. Here's what you would do. You wouldn't look for Matt. You would help with the repairs. And then hopefully Matt turns up. Now, Nancy decides, I'll smell you later, and she heads down the hall into the nursery, which was the last place that Matt was seen before he disappeared. When she gets into the nursery, she finds some broken glasses in the fireplace. So she takes them back to Kyla and goes, hey, I just found your glasses. But Kyla goes, those aren't my glasses. Those are Matt's glasses that he wears on his face for reading. Oh God! And that is also very strange. Without those glasses, Matt can't see even like 2 feet in front of him. And Nancy says, he's obviously got spares, right? And Kyla says, Yeah, no, I think so. Oh, okay then.
I'm the
Well,
jump
maybe
master.
it's still
I'll pick
part
us a
of
good
the
perch.
prank. Both agree. Epic. Nancy then says, hey, where do you
Well,
think
go on then,
Matt's
have a
luggage
good
is? And Kylie says, it was in the nursery last night. And Nancy furls her eyebrows and she goes,
This must be what a bullet
maybe
feels like.
Donald moved it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Can you print this wedding schedule for me? Can't you see I'm sitting in a chair? So Nancy goes and does it. So she finishes printing the wedding schedule and then she notices that the best man is a guy named Alan Payne. Then she goes and speaks to a man with a black eye, and he's just sort of
Scavenge some
hanging out there.
materials.
Jeff, what's the story there?
Well, he says his name is Kit Foley, and he's Matt's best friend. Also, ignore the black
Materials
eye.
here.
I walked into a door.
Ooh, this guy seems like a very suspicious character. I reckon they got into a fight because Kit Foley loves Kyla, and then they got into a fight, and then that's why the glasses got smashed. And then he killed Matt and buried the body in the wall. And so it is a real ghost.
You've got some of it right and some of it wrong.
Perfect.
He says Matt isn't playing a practical joke. He just got cold feet.
Throwing thermite.
Nancy asks, why aren't you the best man if you're his best friend?
Yeah, good question, Nancy. Yeah, ask him again.
Kit reckons that Matt felt
Throwing an
like it
arc
would be a
star.
good move for him
Frag out.
politically if he asked a guy he knew from work, Alan Payne. So I said, all good, man, don't worry about it, I totally understand. Matt also took back. That's why they're not here. Nothing sucks.
That's on me.
Nancy asks, what are you up to at the moment, Kit? I'm just working on some preliminary sketches for the real estate development company I work for.
Well, that sounds very fancy. Nancy, you should hook up
Beautiful.
with him.
No, I'm gonna go outside.
Oh, okay. So Nancy goes outside. And then, what is that?
Ooh, it's strange lights coming from the tower. This castle has a tower that has strange lights coming from it. Whatever, I'm going to the inn. Here, I will find Danelle.
So, she finds Donald, and Nancy starts asking the hard questions. Tell me what you know, Donald.
I believe in fairies, and I think they took Matt. Matt is in the fairy world now. Potatoes.
Yeah? What else? Tell me more.
Well, you see, the fairies, they caused an explosion at that castle. That's why it needs those repairs. And that explosion, it killed the original residents of the castle.
They were a mad scientist, his wife, and his daughter. And what that mad scientist was working on is a mystery. Donald also says, they've got plans for you as well, Nancy. Watch out for the fairies. By the way, remember that thing with your car and how you left the keys in there? Well, I tried to pop back there, grab the keys from your car and all that, and I was gonna, give it a roadworthy certificate, blow into the tires, make a funny sound. But when I got there, no keys, right? Someone has already taken them, you wouldn't believe it. What?
Where are my keys?
To be sure, potato, the fairies must have taken them keys, Nancy, don't you see? And Nancy says,
God, I wish this video was sponsored. Well, you're in luck. Insanity is using public Wi-Fi without a VPN, am I right, fellas? Remember when VPNs used to look like this?
This is your chance.
Now it's as simple as an app. Plug and play.
Give me a number 9, just like his. Let me get a number 6 with extra dip.
I'll have a 2-year plan, please, with a free bonus month. Wow, Dead Space 2 guy. That looks like a bad. Hey, have you heard about Nord's new threat protection? It's a great new layer of security. If I can use an analogy, threat protection is much like going inside of a suit.
It's an extra layer of protection.
It's a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. It's time to stop living dangerously. And remember, no public Wi-Fi without using a VPN. Criminalmedia.com/story and plus a free bonus month.
and then she is.
Yeah, that's hello, right?
But she's also a woman, potato. She makes an airy wail when someone is about to die. Ooh, it's kind of more tense in the room. Kind of, ooh. Now, Nancy, by the way, that's exactly what I did right before the car crashed. Oh my god, it must have been the banjo. And she's like nodding her head up and down, like a dog who really wants a treat. Okay, well that's awesome. I'm gonna leave.
She goes back to the castle. She asks Kyla about Alan. Hey, what's the deal with Kit not being the best man, but is the best friend, and Alan being the best man, but not the best friend? What's up with that? He's also not here anymore, so why isn't he here? Kyla says he left after Matt went missing. He said, Matt, that guy's a prankster. I'm not going to be pranked, and I can't be pranked if I'm not here.
So he didn't want to be the butt of the joke.
Correct.
Okay.
But he will return when Matt comes back. As you can even ask him about it, here's his phone number. Give him a ring, Nancy. So Nancy goes back to the inn and uses the payphone to call Alan. Ring, ring. Hello, it's me, Alan. I'm just going to reiterate that I left because I didn't want to be the butt of a practical joke. Also, Matt and Kit got into an argument the night before Matt disappeared.
Ooh.
I think that's where Kit got his black eye.
Oh my god.
And when I woke up the next morning, Matt and Kyla also had an argument, although no black eyes came out of that one. Anyway, I'm a busy businessman, so I have to go.
Well, this has given me a lot to think about, says Nancy. Oh, Jeff, sorry you have to go. To replace him, it's Her Majesty Elizabeth II.
Hello, dear.
Is the least convincing attempt anyone has ever made at the Queen. It's perfect. Nancy goes and she speaks with Kit. And Kit says, no. Payne has totally misunderstood what's going on. Matt and we would never fight. Nothing is wrong. Don't worry, you can trust me. Besides, I am far too busy with all the seating arrangements to talk right now. I can't do two things at once. Look how heavy this chair is. How about I help you lift the chairs around the room? That sounds excellent. She does that. Then Kit gives Nancy a book that he found on Matt's floor. He is unsure of what it is because he cannot read. Inside the book is a poem. It's Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. The span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. That's me. Actually, the poem says,
Roses are red, violets are blue, turn the garden gnomes in a certain way and good will happen to you.
You've been gnomed. Solving that puzzle, we open a small gate, and inside is a shitload more puzzles. Puzzle time! Goes in and then she gets a thing and it's green and blue and red and also a coin. Then she heads back to the nursery. Then she puts the crystals and stone on the wall, and when she does that, opens a fireplace. And she heads into the fireplace and finds a piece of paper, and that looks like a code. She exits the fireplace and then a banshee. Oh! It howls and then it leaves. This upsets Kyla, and she pleads with Nancy, oh, please, you gotta find out what the hell is going on and why my wedding will be ruined. Nancy goes, all right, I'll do it, but only because we're such good friends and you've been brought up in the series so often till date. So Nancy goes and speaks with Kit, and Kit says, oh, all right, you pulled it out of me. I'll tell you everything. You see, me and Kyla, we used to date.
Dun dun dun.
For a while, at least, until we figured out that we were better as friends.
Friend-zoned.
And the conversation that I had with Matt was about marrying Kyla. And I struck too many nerves, and I criticized her sexual performance, and he stormed off. I feel so guilty. Nancy is, very, very sensitive about it all. So she heads to a nearby lake. And then puzzle time. She uses a code from behind the fireplace, and it's got pebbles to a navigation, and what the fuck? It's a jetpack. Although it doesn't work. And then puzzle time again. She uses the magnifying glass, finds clues that opens a secret apartment in a farmhouse, and then a small room. Either of them. So she goes and speaks with Donald. And what does Donald say?
Ah, Nancy, I found this book of old ruins. You take it.
Why is everyone giving me books? Nancy can't really figure anything out at this stage. So she wanders around and she finds a sketch of the property. And the sketch implies that something is going to be developed here on the property. So maybe they're going to tear down the castle, try to build a big set of townhouses or something on it. And she also notices, wait, this sketch belongs to Kit. I'm gonna interrogate him harshly. And so she confronts Kit aggressively. What do you know? And Kit says,
it's just a sketch of the property, just an exercise. It's nothing serious. I love drawing. It's one of you, Nancy.
Well, wow, this is great, kid.
DeviantArt.
Thank you. Yeah.
Don't leave. No, I got a DeviantArt page.
Well, I'll go ask Kyla about it then. What do you know? And Kyla says,
I don't know what that is. I can't draw, and I know Matt can't draw. He can't even see because he doesn't have his glasses. They're broken. Remember the glasses? The broken glasses you found earlier? Remember those? I don't even have hands.
All right, Kyla, that seems to check out. For now, I've got more witnesses to interrogate. I'll see you later, Kyla.
Before you go, please pick some special flowers and herbs for my bouquet.
Of course.
so Nancy goes gallivanting around the garden, picking all the herbs. She goes back to Kyla, and just as she's about to open the door, she can hear Kyla and Kit having an argument inside. Now, normally it sounds like this and you can't hear nothing. But through the magic of editing, audio cleanup,
What do you tell him, Kit? That I still have feelings for you? That it isn't over between us?
Because I'm the best. Got you on my side.
I knew it because I own Facebook and it said complicated. You know what? It would be wrong for me to listen into a private conversation between these two. I'm gonna go search through Kit's luggage. She goes rummaging around and she finds Matt's stuff. Whoa! Kit must know something, so she waits in the dark for Kit to return. As soon as he walks through the door, she lights her pipe. I've been waiting for you, Kit, if that is your real name.
My secret!
You tell me everything you know about this luggage. Did you kill him?
Oh, Matt's luggage. That must mean he's still here. He fooled us.
I don't believe you, Kit. I think you killed him. Is it true that you got feelings for Kyla?
I do have feelings for Kyla, but I don't know what to do about those feelings. I wouldn't kill Matt, I swear.
So it appears that he's got the hots for Kyla after all, but he doesn't know what to do about all of his feelings. Scene transition. Nancy then goes and gives the flowers to Kyla. Here you go. Sorry, all the bits fell off the dandelions. Now it's just green sticks. Also, let me ask you about some luggage. Kyla recoils in horror.
Oh, you found Matt's luggage. That's good. That must mean he's playing a joke on us.
Nancy stares back incredulously. I'm gonna go talk to Donald. Hey Donald, what do you know about the bags?
Ah, yeah, I moved him.
Are you serious? That was it? It was just Donald moving them around? Tell me more, Donald. Why'd you move those bags?
Well, I'm super passive-aggressive, and I didn't want him staying in the nursery, so I thought if I just moved his bags, he would leave.
That's perfect logic, Donald. And it's a beautiful Irish accent, Your Majesty.
Here's a key. Get out here and do another puzzle.
So, for no reason at all, she has to go round up some sheep for Donald. And she does. And then she shares a sheep for Donald as well. And so that they can make some wool, and that's for another puzzle. And then she finds a stone ruin, and then she heads back to the cabin of the swan. And then she fills a doll with the sheep's wool, and then takes back the doll back to the stone plate. And then she finds puzzle, solve it, and then and all of a sudden, that tip that wasn't working before is working now.
Oh my gosh, I'm flying!
Off with this, says Nancy, and then she flies top of the tower. Construction. Yes, no, that's water everything. So she's at the top of the tower, and she's like, great. There's a desk, and it's locked. Nancy can't stand things that are locked or mysterious or don't have an answer, so she leaves. Leaves. Now, try and find the code in the house, right, to this locked desk. So she walks around, and then she comes back, and as she comes back, the banshee is leaving the top of the tower. I'm not bothered by that, says Nancy, and she goes and she opens the desk. Look at that, it's a doll, and it resembles me. Attached to the doll, there's a key. Also, there's a book explaining the jetpack. No, okay, this is the origins of the jetpack. Interesting. Nancy goes, she heads back to the cabinet and unlocks a box using the keys of the tower. And inside the box is a birthday card. It's for Fiona on her 6th birthday.
Fiona's the daughter of the mad scientist.
Suddenly, Nancy hears a screech and turns around. It's the Banshee. Holy fuck. That's actually pretty good. Look out, Nancy.
Listen, I'm sorry. This is your home, isn't it? My name's Nancy Drew.
I'm with old woman on a jetpack.
So Nancy says, put the jetpack down, Fiona. Let's talk.
Many times before
Mano a mano. Fiona pushes Nancy into a trap.
The enemy's on me.
Oh no.
Guys? Oh, okay, bravo. He's walking through the hole from side. Okay, it's like an underground science lab thing. Flip the switch, Nancy.
Don't touch that. No. The old me will let you rock.
It's Matt. Oh my god, he's alive, everyone. Are you relieved?
Yeah.
I'm relieved.
How did he see that without his glasses though? Like, how could he tell what's going on?
Yeah, also it was in the dark.
He's a poser.
Now, Matt has been sealed behind a door with a glass window. Matt, tell me about the mystery. Tell me what's happening with you and Kyla and Kit. Ooh. So Matt says, you know what, Nancy, it's true. Kit loves Kyla and maybe Kyla loves Kit as well. I was all out of ideas until I hatched my greatest scheme to date. I'd go out to the nursery and I'd start making spooky ghost noises. And then they'd be so scared that they'd fall out of love. But then all of a sudden,
A crow came through the window and tried to peck out my eyes. But next thing I knew, I was falling through a hole. I started feeling around for a way out, but instead I accidentally pressed the button.
and then my belt button broke, and I don't know what was happening. Someone must have left this on the monitor before me. No, it's a virus.
So I was trying to delete the virus, but my pants are falling down.
Seriously? And then a siren went off, and the door above me slid shut.
will do nicely.
Also, I gotta tell you something. I love pranking. I love it so much that me and Kit were gonna do a whole nother prank on Donald. And while doing that, a branch snapped. And that's what whacked Kit in the eye. Anyway, so that explains the red herring black eye thing. No, he didn't kill me. The writers were just letting you think that.
Matt also explains that he made Alan Payne his best man, not because of politics, but because while Kit was his best friend, he didn't want him to be his best man while he still had feelings for Kyla.
Fat Matt.
So thoughtful.
You know, he pranks, but he cares. So, Nancy then goes off and tries to find a way out. And in doing that, it causes the mad scientist rocket to be fired. Of course, when that happens, all of the doors open. Matt! I'm so glad to see you again. Me as well. Oh, I love you so much.
I love you more, Kyla. Let's get married.
I do. Not now, later. It transitions to the wedding. Da, 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 da. All of a sudden, Kit meets a beautiful young woman who caters the reception. Oh, look, Fiona and Donald. Alright, here's some exposition. Apparently, after the explosion that killed her family, Fiona was taken in by an old hermit who lived in the swamp. This didn't do wonders for her mental health or her emotional development. So, Donald takes her into police custody. There you go. Throw the book at her, Chief. Hopefully she'll get some treatment, and one day she will have a productive and healthy life. Nancy Drew returns to America, and she couldn't get the jetpack through customs.
Get on the ground. Airport security dogpiling her.
The end. Alright, questions. What do you think?
Did Fiona have a jetpack? Is that how she was flying?
Yes.
So she shot a rocket. Did she like basically just nuke the town, or?
That's a good point. Where's the rocket going? Scene transition! You can't leave that! Also, did I get my car back?
Yeah, where'd the keys go?
She paid for the trip over there. She paid for a rental car. She wrecked the rental car. Someone stole the keys. She then spent the next few days running errands. And then, thanks very much, smell you later, back to America. You know what? I liked this. I thought when we started this, I would be able to guess exactly what happened 5 minutes in. And while there were some parts, like for example, I didn't think they'd murdered Matt and buried him in the walls. I didn't think that there would really be a spooky ghost. But, you know, we hadn't predicted all of it. Now, some of the reviews. Despite being an engaging game, the sheer frustration that these puzzles made me feel is not something I would wish on anyone. There was also too much running back and forth. If you're playing Nancy Drew games and want spooky, the other titles are better.
Not good enough. Didn't try hard enough. They weren't hard puzzles. We figured them out.
Did you know the creative director was Tim Burke? Now, Tim Burke is also known for a lot of other Nancy Drew games. He's also the writer for a Nancy Drew game. No, wait, he did the camera and electrical...
Camera electrical.
Hold on a minute. This man loves Nancy Drew. Oh, okay, this goes to external sites. Games for what? Hell yeah, I want to see what they say. It got an 11 out of 8, boys. Hell yeah, I do recommend. Alright.
Fun factor, love Nancy, wish it were better. Game boomers.
What do the old people think? Oh, I don't know. I couldn't get it working on my computer. I called my grandson, but he was busy. You're going, are you, Your Majesty?
I'm out of here.
All right, that's it. End of fucking mystery. You got it. Bye. There's a whole bunch of vials. So Chris and Shiva pick it up, and they hold on to it. Then they continue on. Cut back to Wesker,
who is watching the pair on CCTV. Whilst watching them, he has a flashback to the mansion scene from 2 years ago. Remember when everyone fell out the window?
No.
Wesker is having a chat with the Umbrella founder, Oswell is talking about the progenitor virus, remember, from the flowers?
He says, this will make people into a new breed of superhumans. And let me tell you, Wesker, this was all part of a program called the Wesker Children.
Oh my god, what have you done?
And I'll tell you what else, Wesker. You're the only one who survived. Now, aren't you, Wesker? Yes, Elder, you were not born. You were born of a tube. For you see, Wesker, I aimed to become a god amongst men, and so I needed other people to be injected with this thing. And you test it, thank you.
Where's my mom?
But all of his plans were foiled when Raccoon City, got overrun by all the zombies back.
I'm mad about this. Is that right? To be a god among men? It's now mine.
Oh my god. So Wesker plays this is the old man today. We get out of the flame. Now we cut back to Chris and Eva, and they are wandering around having a great until the day is ruined because, that's right, a pile of dead bodies. That is disappointing. But there's good news. Excella is there. Oh no, she's got diarrhea. So Excella is squidging towards them, and she states, "Listen up, Chris. He's betrayed me. He's not my BF anymore. I'm single now. Or at least more complicated." It's true, Chris. You're one of the good guys. Oh wow, I wish I could meet someone like you. So it turns out that it's not just diarrhea. It's actually an Ouroboros. Then suddenly,
welcome to stream.
Is that Wesker?
Chris, it's nice to see you again. How have you been?
But the Ouroboros rejects Excella, and her body begins to anamorph. And she starts consuming the huge pile of dead bodies. Anyway, it grows into an enormous creature, and it takes over the ship. They find an RPG, and then they hit Excella right in the mouth or whatever. They stop Excella. That's pretty cool. Now you also own a ship. So they continue on to find Wesker. Now, this time they've reversed the roles. They're looking at CCTV of Wesker, and they see him preparing a bomber aircraft. Oh my god. They realize that this is how he plans to spread the Ouroboros. Using a bomb. Suddenly, it's an incoming call from Jill. Chris and Sheba pick up. Ahoy hoy.
You were so worried about me, Chris. I appreciate your concern. I worry about you too sometimes. Now shut up and listen.
For what are some I don't know if it was for smaller smaller YouTube channels that are gold. And it was I found two channels that I still subscribe to, which is Defunctland and then your channel.
Oh, okay.
I remember you telling me about Defunctland.
Yeah, Defunctland's good.
It was like a rabbit hole I went down.
Yeah. So obviously there aren't anything super interesting for When Internet Historian or other stuff for Who Internet Historian. But if you type in Is Internet Historian,
right,
you get some very interesting questions that I think actually are worth maybe a bit of background. So the first one is Internet Historian right wing. You have to have 2 wings to fly, so I don't even know why anybody would. It's tough to get out of islands without 2 wings. Is internet historian a furry? You wanna give a quick explanation as to why that's one of your top search? Why that's the top auto.
I've got absolutely no idea. I mean, it must be because of that rainforest video, but no. What? I mean, I've got some body there, but I'm not that furry.
The internet.
You think right wing is just because of the Shia LaBeouf ones?
Probably.
I
also don't know what right wing is, so.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I like stuff on Twitter and things that I just think of that are just funny. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I try not to get into politics too much. I to the best of my ability, I try to avoid that stuff. People just want to laugh at something.
I mean, if you just watch your channel, it's pretty neutral.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really.
I try. Oh, you're going, Smoothen.
Yeah, I don't really touch on politics too much either, but I just don't know politics well enough. Like, I still don't know the difference between right wing and liberal and conservative. Like, I don't actually know what that means.
Right wings like to turn right when they fly, but left wings like to turn left.
That's what I thought, and people never tell me that's the correct answer. So I've continued to just live with it.
Well, I used to just go, well, I'm New Zealander and I'm Australian, so I don't care. You Americans do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. The thing about furries on the internet is it's such a polarizing topic that if you don't hate furries, if you aren't adamant about like murdering anybody who identifies as you're an advocate.
Yeah.
So the fact that by nature all of the videos that you do are very information-driven, neutral, politically stance, that you almost never have like an agenda with this is the point I'm going to make with my video. It's more so telling the objective story. That with a story like Rainforest, which if you're not familiar is an excellent convention that went super well.
Yeah.
Which you can see documented here in the failure of Rainforest.
Don't play it. I hate hearing my voice.
I'm not gonna play it. You know, obviously taking an objective look at the diapers thrown around and the elevators that were smashed and the glory holes cut into the bathrooms of this convention.
Right.
People took you as a furry sympathizer. Because,
there was. Yeah, I mean this. I tried to take a pretty neutral tone with this one because I figured there was a lot of negative things in here. But there was another video I wanted to do that was quite sympathetic to the furries actually. Monsters.
Target over there.
Monsters. What is a monster? Are monsters real? Is this a monster? How about this monster? Is man the real monster? Ooh, that's deep. But more importantly, what was that noise? And why is it so dark in here? Hello? And who's in the closet? And what's under this bed? And whose room is this? And I don't know what happened to your son. He's a monster. I'd like to go home now, please. All this on this episode
I'm done with the Apex, yeah.
The Quarantine.
I don't think I can get behind orangutans.
What?
It's the flaps that bother me.
Oh, the flaps are part of their appeal.
Oh, they're just awful.
Have you ever seen one in real life?
No.
IRL, they are amazing. They communicate really incredibly with humans. They're so cool. I love them.
Like, look at this. Shave that bit off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now that I'm like focusing on the oranga flaps, I will admit that they are quite unseemly. They're unpleasant.
If I was like in the orangutan world, right, I would be constantly just walking past and just slapping them behind the back of the face flap. It's kind of, yeah. Hey Greg, what's up, Stacy? Whack. Just like a little flick as you're walking by.
Oh, okay.
And I bet it makes like a real meaty sound, like when you slap two palms together.
I'm imagining this in like a primate high school where like the chimps and the gorillas are all hanging out with the orangutans and the orangutans are just getting bullied for their flaps. It's like, sup flaps, how's it going?
No way, it's the other way around. It's like, oh well, you don't have your flaps yet. We've had our flaps for 6 months now. There's, you know, it's some runt of the litter and he looks in the mirror and he goes, what if I never get any flaps? What if they never grow through? And then like the orangutan mum sort of comes into the room, puts her arm around his shoulder. It's okay, honey. You know, we all grow at different rates and you'll get your flaps one day.
Your dad didn't get his face flaps until he was at least... His dad walks past the bedroom with just these like enormous face flaps.
In Slavic myths, Baba Yaga is a wild woman or Dark Lady of Magic in Russian folklore. There are many stories about her. Like most witches, Baba Yaga can fly, but she does not use a broomstick. Instead, she sits in a giant mortar, a bowl, for grinding food. With her knees almost touching
Content
her
event
chin.
title.
That's a terrible
Wow.
form of transport.
Beautiful.
She drives very fast across or above the forest floor and uses the pestle as a rudder.
I love it.
It's one of those things when someone said, yeah, well, have you heard about our folklore?
I like, so, like, all the representatives of monster folklore have met for a summit. The Slavic guy has just, like, forgotten his notes.
Well, we've got this witch, right? And she can fly. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, well, ours is a witch too. Okay, well, it flies on a broomstick. Oh, broomstick, okay. What do you